Mike and Leilana thoroughly enjoyed performing their Shakespeare performance and sat down on the couch in Mike's living room to talk. That is such an exhilarating experience to act with you, Leilana. It is for me too, Mike. I'm thinking about Pancakes by the Bay and how it was vandalized. Such an awful shame. I know, it holds such beautifully sentimental memories for me. That was a place where I knew I was in love with you. That fact was proven by eating the pancakes. When I thought at first that there was a special recipe that made the pancakes taste so good, but found out that it was love that made sense to me. The platonic love that you can feel for another human being is such a profound pleasure that it transcends any merely physical pleasure. That a person can have that they may derive from their body. I think that a union of souls is the only way that a person could truly feel alive in this life. That validating and humanizing love that you can get from another person is a feeling that is not merely a fleeting temporal empty pleasure, but a heightened awareness of the creative force that brings meaning to stark material reality and perpetuates the universal dream of humanity. To prop up good as a beacon of hope, illuminating souls in a place of evil. Love is not merely physical pleasure, it is enlightenment. In that sense, it can only be experienced by an immortal soul, and therefore is proof of the immortal soul. So, yeah, Pancakes by the Bay is more than just a place where I like to pig on pancakes. It was the place where I first felt enlightened by love. Do you feel like taking a walk to Pancakes by the Bay to look at what condition it is in? Yeah, let's. Mike and Leilana walk over to Pancakes by the Bay and see that it is in a shambles. Windows are shattered. The cash register has been emptied. The upholstery on the booths has been torn apart. They stole appliances. Food has been tossed about. They painted over beautiful artwork. All of a sudden, Mike gets a phone call. Hello? This is Mike. What? You were the vandals. I'm here with Ilana. Yeah, you idiots really fucked this place up. Nice job, imbecile. Is there anything else that you're jealous of that you want to destroy? No, nice try. What? No. We are following our plans to rebuild. Watch us. Go fuck yourself, douchebag. I hope you dematerialize. Who is that? It was one of the vandals who destroyed this place. He said that if we tried to rebuild, that they would demolish it again. We must stop them. We will stop them. Leilana, love conquers all. Let's go back to my condominium and practice some more Shakespeare. Yeah, sure. Mike and Leilana practice some more Romeo and Juliet dialogue. Here's an excerpt from it. Okay, I got my book on William Shakespeare book. Romeo and Juliet. Okay, let's see. Um, uh, hmm. Okay. Starting to really have these lines memorized. I'm sure I could probably appear in this if I wanted to. Scene 2, Capulet's Orchard, enter Romeo. He adjusts scars that never felt a wound. Enter Juliet above the window. But soft. Let light through yonder window breaks. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fairest sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art more fair than she? Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of this? What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks, to the fair stars in all the heaven. Having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for for thou art as glorious to this night being over my head as a winged messenger of heaven unto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air. O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn by my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this? It is but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo doff thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself. I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo. What man art thou, that thus bescreened in night, so stumblest on my counsel? By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, my dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I had written, I would tear the words. My ears have not drunk 100 words, thy tongue's uttering. Yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague? Either, fair maid, if either thee dislike. How canst thou hither, tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art. If any of my kinsmen find thee here, with love's light wings did I overperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me. If they do see thee, they will murder thee. Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity. I would not for the world they saw thee here. I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death, prorogue wanting of thy love. By whose direction foundst out this place? By love that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me eyes, and I lent him counsel. I am no. He lent me counsel, I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, and yet, were thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I should adventure for such merchandise. Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush repaint my cheek. For that which thou had heard me speak tonight, fain would I well inform. Fain, deny what I have spoke, but farewell, compliment. Thus I know. Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I vow, that tips with all these fruit tree tops with silver. Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her sacred orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable. What shall I swear by? Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by the gracious self, which is the God of my eldertree, and I'll believe thee. Okay, so I'm going to skip towards the end of the play because I'm trying to get some more fresh dialogue. Scene 1, Mantua, a street. Enter Romeo. If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. So light is thrown, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think. And breathe such life with kisses in my lips. That I revived and was an emperor. Ah me, how sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. Enter Balthasar, Romeo. News from Verona. How now, Balthasar? Dost thou now bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? That I ask. For nothing can, if she be well. Then she is well, nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument. In her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low at her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it to you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, since you did leave it for my office. Is it even so? That I defy you, stars. Thou knowest my lodging, get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I will hence tonight. I do beseech you, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, do not import and do import some misadventure. Tush, thou art deceived. Leave me and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters for me from the friar? No. No matter, get thee gone. And hire these horses, or those horses. Those horses? Uh, I'll be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let me see for means, oh mischief, thou art swift to enter the thoughts of a desperate man. I do remember an apothecary. Okay, I'm going to go back to my own script. Okay. You're such a wonderful actress, Winona. I mean, Leilana. I think that if we put on plays in my theater, we'll most certainly raise the money to save your theater, to save the theater. Thanks, Mike. I'm so angry about those idiots destroying pancakes by the bay. That's a place that holds memories of profound love between us. I'll make us some pancakes here tonight. That'd be terrific, Mike. I have an idea. Would you like to cross over into reality from the realm of fiction to see if Mike Meyer is with Winona Ryder yet? Let's go. How do we cross over into reality? Grab onto me, Leilana. We'll soon be transported to a reality through a psychic tunnel that I have discovered in deep meditation where fiction materializes into reality. Mike and Leilana suddenly appear in Mike Myers' home where he is writing the very script that they are in. Hi, fictional me. Hi, Leilana. Hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. Are you enjoying the suspenseful moments that I am writing into the fictional reality that you inhabit? Yes, but we hope that you write pancakes by the bay back into our reality. That's where the suspense lies. You'll soon find out what is to come next. Have you met Winona Ryder yet? It is my destiny. I'll meet her. I hope you write a happy ending for Reality Bites too, Mike. It's a suspense. You'll find out. Mike and Atlanta went back to Mike's condominium in San Francisco and practiced some more William Shakespeare dialogue. Mike and Leilana crossed back over into fiction. From reality, it materialized in Mike's condominium. They were sitting on Mike's couch having a conversation. This is so fascinating to know that we are fictional characters in a script written by Mike Meyer. Our lives seem to have been created in order to fulfill Mike's dream of meeting Winona Ryder. Yeah, but as characters created by Mike, we have also taken on our own lives and are in love with each other. Mike seems to really be in love with Winona Ryder. It doesn't seem to be strictly lust, but both physical attraction and a very profound feeling of a need for a union of souls with her and a consummation of his love for her. He does seem to love her. It seems like a beautiful love. Do you feel like taking a walk to Pancakes by the Bay to see if we can fix it? Sure, let's go. Mike and Leilana walked to Pancakes by the Bay to find it has been rebuilt and redecorated by the very people who vandalized it. It has been rebuilt and redecorated to resemble as closely as possible the set for Reality Bites and for the scene in Reality Bites where Troy is reading a John Paul Sartre novel when he is confronted by Leilana. There are people there who look like Winona Ryder and Ethan Hawke, respectively, and are acting out the scene. That scene. They abruptly stopped acting as Mike interrupts them. What the fuck is going on here? One of the vandals, a guy named Hugh, responds. We have rebuilt and redecorated this place to resemble the set that takes place in the diner where Leilana confronts Troy about problems in their relationship. It's nice to see that you have rebuilt and redecorated it. How is that possible, considering the fact that you were the people who vandalized the place? When the owners found out that we wanted to construct a place where we could act out scenes in Reality Bites, they approved of it. That's great, Hugh. Is the place still going to be called Pancakes by the Bay? Yeah, that's superb, Hugh. Thanks, Leilana. Let's go back to my condominium and practice some William Shakespeare dialogue, Leilana. Sure. Mike and Leilana went back to Mike's condominium to practice some William Shakespeare dialogue. Here's an excerpt from it. All right, let me get my William Shakespeare book. Okay. Okay, let's see. Which one should I? Let's see. Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, Scene 6, Elsinore the castle. Enter Horatio with an attendant. What are they that would speak with me? Seafaring men, sir. They say they have letters for you. Let them come in. Exit attendant. I do not know what part of the world I should be greeted, if not from Hamlet. Enter sailors. God bless you, sir. Let him bless thee too. I shall, sir. Ain't pleased him. There's a letter for you, sir. It came from the ambassador that was bound for England. If your name be Horatio, as I am led to know it is. Hamlet. Horatio reads, Horatio, when thou shalt have overlooked this, give these fellows some means to the king. They have letters for him. Ere we were 2 days old at sea, a pirate of very warlike appointment gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow of sail, we put on a compelled valor, and in the grapple I boarded them. On the instant they got clear of our ship, so I alone became. They dealt with me like thieves of mercy, but they knew what they. Whatever. Let's see. That skull had a tongue in it, and it could sing once. How the knave jowls it to the ground, as if it were Cain's jawbone that did the first murder. This might be the pate of a politician, which this ass now overreaches. One that would circumvent God, might it not? It might. Or of a courtier, which could say good morrow. How dost thou? This might be such a one that praised the Lord. There's another. Why may not that he be the skull of a lawyer? Where be his quiddities, now his quillets, his cases, his tenures, and his tricks? Why does he suffer this rude knave now to knock him about the sconce with a dirty shovel, and will not tell him of his action of battery? Hum, this fellow might be in times a great buyer of land, with his statutes, his recognizances, his fines, his double vouchers, his recoveries. Is this the fine of fines and the recovery of his recoverers, to have his fine paid full of fine dirts? Will his vouchers vouch him no more of his purchases, and double ones to the length and breadth of a pair of indentures? The very conveyances of his lands will scarcely be in this box, and must be the inheritor himself to be. Dost thou think Alexander look this? Let's see. What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis, whose phrase of sorrow conjures the wandering stars and makes them stand like wonder wounded hares? This is I, Hamlet the Dane. The devil take thy soul. I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers could not, with all their quantity of love, make up my sum. What wilt thou do for her? Oh, he is mad, Laertes. For love of God, forbear him. Swans, show me what thou do. Woot weep, woot fight, whose face, woot tear thyself. Let's see. So much for this. Okay, that was enough of that. Okay. Okay, so that was my rendition. Reality Bites 2 with some Shakespeare. Okay, so I'll see you soon for some more live streaming.